All right, let's have our first challenge. Let's try and build each one of these shapes just from memory. Let's start with the bass. This is the most common pentatonic scale shape around. And I'm just going to build this from memory, and you should be able to as well. How do you remember this one? Well, I don't really have a lot of tricks for this one because I think almost everybody knows it, so I didn't think up any tricks. But it's quite simple. Perhaps you think about it in sets of blocks. There's a block set here and here. So these are 3 of just 2 frets apart, and these are 3 with 3 frets apart. Either way, there's your bass pattern. Super easy to create. Now let's create the House of Blues pattern. I call this the House of Blues pattern, but I really just call it the house. It's easier to remember. So the house pattern is just like this. Now here's your challenge. Can you do this? Can everybody do this from memory? Because if you can't do this from memory, what makes you think you're going to be able to do it on the guitar? Whoops, I'm throwing them around now. Now let's say I do this wrong. Okay, there is my house pattern. But let's pretend I did that wrong. If I had done that wrong, maybe move that note there, and I checked against my PDF, or I checked against an online, or you checked against my video, you have to take them all out and start over. That is called consequential learning. You can't just fix it like I did. You have to start over. The reason for that is because it makes you not make that mistake again. Just staring at a PDF or playing it wrong on your guitar 1,000 times is not going to help you learn it. Start over and get it right the next time. So we're going to start over, see if we can get this right. And we'll put intervals to this later on. We'll put chord shapes to this. We're going to put so much to this. Now I'm hoping I didn't do it wrong. Otherwise I'd have to start over again. Okay, there we go. We have the house pattern. Now let's build what's called the mirror pattern, or what I call the mirror pattern. All that is a line. You can pick anywhere you want to start. And as the line goes down, we have that one bump out to the left, right? And then we continue our line down. Now the mirror goes across an open, empty set, open fret, or open, no notes in there. I don't know how to call it. So we start building down the right-hand side of our mirror. And we know that one string down from where that guy bumps out, this guy bumps out. There we go. We've got the mirror pattern built. Again, if you make a mistake building it, stop yourself, pull them all out, and start over. Do not just fix it. Force yourself to do it again from scratch. Now you can play this, you can practice it up and back and forth. You could shift keys, practice it in a different spot on the neck. That's important as well. So now practice it there. It's going to feel completely different there than it will over on this end of the neck. Now you may be able to right away start shifting this in your head without using the fretboard escalator, but at first maybe you want to shift the fretboard escalator over and actually look at the dots and whatnot on your guitar. It's up to you. We did the mirror pattern. What's next? We've got the Rumpelstiltskin pattern that I have no name for. So we're going to build that. Start at the same place. Let's be consistent. Now I know what it looks like. See if you, maybe I should make a mistake and see if you can catch it. No, that wouldn't be good. That's not going to teach you anything. That'll just cause confusion. This one I find really easy as well because it's almost like the twos pattern. It's like a combination of the twos and the House of Blues. And sort of the bass. It's like everything. That's why I called it the Rumpelstiltskin, because I couldn't figure out a good name. So the way I think about this is I've got 2 3 frets apart, 2 frets apart, and then I've got this shift over here, and then I'm back to 3 frets apart. So there's your Rumpelstiltskin. Again, practice it against a metronome for sure. Practice it against a backing track if you want. But that is another pattern for you to work on. Rumpelstiltskin. All right, the next pattern is the twos. That's a super easy one. We're going to start here again in the same spot, and this is the left side of the twos, and the right side of the twos is 2 frets over, and it's a straight line all the way down. So you can, that's the other thing I should mention. You can build these like I am, line by line from top to bottom, and then you can challenge yourself to build it just the left and then the right. So I'm showing building line by line here, and maybe the next one I'll do left and right. So the idea is to challenge yourself. If it's easy, think of a way to make it hard. Make your brain work. Playing guitar is 50% mental, 50% physical. So there's our twos pattern. Let's pull it out and let's do it left and right as an example. So let's do the left side. Well, the reason I call it the twos is because they're in pairs of 2. So I can do those 2. I can do these 2. I can do the bottom 2. And now 2 frets over from there is just a straight line all the way to the bottom. That's all the patterns. We did bass, house, mirror, rump, and twos, all individual as separate patterns. Now challenge yourself to start with the twos, let's say, and build off of that the bass. And now from the bass, build your extension to your house. Okay, so you can see what you can do to get yourself more and more familiar. Now pick up your guitar, play through the scales, play through a backing track. It's pentatonic, so it's going to sound good everywhere. Yep, it's going to sound kind of boring, but later on we're going to add in the rest of the notes, the full major scale. We're going to look at targeting chord tones. We're going to look at intervals, all of that good stuff. You can see it doesn't take long to go through all the shapes. You can practice this and get good at it very quickly. And once you're done, you grab your guitar and start playing. Start noodling and having fun. So if you like these tools and you can see the power in them, head on over to musiclabs.ca for more information and purchasing links.